You are a katana-wielding swordsman named Subject Zero, who is a veteran of a great war that has left you mentally broken and clutching to faint memories of your past. You work through your mental despair with a secretive government-backed psychiatrist who may or may not be completely on your side. You became addicted to the time-bending drug Chronos during your military service, which turned you into the ultimate weapon. Chronos allows you to slow down time and react to situations that would otherwise kill a normal person. Failing to maintain your drug use will cause time itself to stand still and trap you mentally frozen for all eternity. You receive dossiers at the end of each psychotherapy session that task you with killing a specific target to keep receiving your daily Chronos injections. You are a cold-blooded assassin, designed for war and used by the very system that created you to carry out their will. As you start to have Chronos withdrawals, the world slowly begins to fall apart and reveal your dark and sinister past. If you've played Final Fantasy VII or any Metal Gear Solid game, you'll be familiar with the overall narrative in Katana Zero. It heavily relies on the super soldier turned vigilante dynamic to push the player through its levels. The game is reminiscent of Hotline Miami, and in some ways provides a more enjoyable approach to the one mistake and you're dead mechanic. The story takes you on a few but predictable twists and turns that often felt immature when trying to be edgy. There is a dialogue system that allows you to interrupt the person who is talking to get to the point, which is interesting at first, but does grow tiresome after its novelty has worn off. The game takes breaks from the slicing and dicing of enemies with interactive cutscenes. These involve therapy sessions with your psychiatrist who dive into reoccurring nightmares, revealing some of your backstory along the way. Dialogue can sometimes feel immature, but overall, it goes deeper than most action platformer games and deserves some recognition for the attempt. By the end of the game, you'll be more interested in finishing the difficult level than unlocking the missing plot elements of your character's backstory. You must have patience and sharp reflexes if you wish to master the gameplay in Katana Zero. With its instant death mechanic, you cannot make any mistakes along your way, or the game will rewind time to the start of the level. You must learn the enemy patrols and locations while designing your approach to each level. Often, enemies will fire weapons off screen and kill you before you can react, so you must remain alert at all times. Being able to slow down time with your Chronos ability is going to save you from many deaths by allowing you to time your swings and deflect an enemy attack. Askiisoft did an excellent job of creating a difficult but rewarding experience in its combat mechanics and will be sure to please and anger many gamers in their playthrough. There's often more than one approach to clear a level that allows us a sense of freedom and creativity when slicing enemies into pieces. Each time you attempt to clear a level, it's considered a precognition and not the actual attempt. After completing the level, you can watch a black and white video replay which represents your actual attempt at the level. These are skippable, and more often than not we moved on without needing to see a replay. The gameplay doesn't evolve past the first few levels and can become somewhat stale during the longer gaming sessions. Breaking the action with the in-game cutscenes works to split up some of the repetitiveness, but certain story elements can compound this boredom. Pixel graphics are top-notch in Katana Zero. The colorful 80s-inspired art design and fluid animations help smooth the frantic gameplay. Each enemy you cut will lose limbs, and heads will decapitate as blood splatters against the background, leaving a scene worthy of any slasher film. The visual effects are of high quality, and are better than most of the other 16-bit games. The Chronos time effect is unique, while also adding to the mystery and feel of your character's drug dependency. Some of the intentional glitching effects can be overused and lead to some minor visual headaches. Luckily, they allow you to disable this effect for players who are visually sensitive to the constant flickering. The enemy models lack variety and are recycled into most of the levels. This was a missed opportunity to add some variation into the gameplay, which would have prevented some of the staleness found in later levels. The audio and soundtrack are suitable and use synthwave to complement the pixel-style graphics, giving Katana Zero its retro vibe. None of the tracks stood out, and the sound design is fitting but doesn't add to the game in any significant way. Katana Zero runs smoothly and never dipped below 60 frames per second even during the most intense and chaotic missions. We did encounter several AI pathing issues and input delays in the controls, which led to some unfortunate deaths and restarts to missions that were almost complete. We would occasionally get stuck on environmental elements, leading to our death. Enemies were sometimes alerted to our position without us being in the line of sight or even on the same floor. As the difficulty rises towards the last few levels of the game, these AI issues compounded into some frustrating moments. Luckily, we were able to finish most levels after the second or third attempt, but some players might give up before the AI positions itself to allow for an easier level completion. We were able to finish Katana Zero in 5.5 hours of play. Depending on the player's skill and reflexes, this could take around 7 to 8 hours to complete. The launch price of $15 is slightly high for the length we played, but fans of difficult action platformers will be satisfied. If you enjoyed the gameplay of Hotline Miami, then you will get your money's worth in Katana Zero. If you are on the fence with instant death games, you might want to wait until the game goes on sale to try this one out. Katana Zero is available on multiple PC game launchers, which is always welcome, and we applaud Askiisoft for keeping things consumer-friendly. This indie title hit the market strong and will entertain fans for many hours. Katana Zero is unique in its art style and design, while borrowing heavily from previous games in its story and narrative. It contains some AI pathfinding issues and environmental clipping which can lead to failing a level. It has a vibrant art style and fantastic animations which lead to a fluid style of swordplay and combat. It is daring in many ways, but misses the mark on a few minor details. Overall, we enjoyed what Katana Zero had to offer, and we recommend it to gamers who are looking for something challenging yet familiar. Askiisoft's take on the instant death action platformer is welcome in a world full of Hotline Miami clones and will be appreciated by many gamers for years to come. We give Katana Zero a 7.4 out of 10, which places it into the category of outstanding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest PC gaming news and reviews. And also make sure to visit our website at stonepixel.com.